Hello everyone, I welcome you all on Target Uniform Services, and in this series we are particularly discussing about the previous year UPSC CAPF Assistant Commandant essay topics and four topics of the year 2020 we have already discussed. First is emerging threats, second is securing India's internal border, or third is crime against women is an expression of male dominance. Now we are going to discuss, and the fourth one is ensuring social justice is a human right. So we are going to discuss is crime against women is an expression of male domination. So let's get started. I've told you before writing anything on the paper, first of all you have to do the brainstorming. और brainstorming आपको randomly नहीं करनी है. द गिवन टॉपिक जो भी है उससे रिलेटेड आपको डायरेक्टेड ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करनी है. उसके लिए क्या करना होगा? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई द कीवर्ड्स इन द गिवन टॉपिक इज क्राइम अगेंस्ट whom, only the women is an expression of male dominance. Male dominance means patriarchal mindset and stereotypings. There are so many related. So whatever the gender related crimes against women done by the male or anything that represent a male dominance. So this is the tone of this essay, and you cannot digress from it. You have to write in support of this particular given statement. So let's start it with the keyword women. The word women here is not only related to the Indian context, it is related to the women anywhere in the world who is facing crime. So the women in Afghanistan is also facing a crime against them, and that is also expression of male dominance. Mean Afghan, they are against the women education. We have seen in Nigeria there is a one terrorist organization called Boko Haram. They are against the women's education. So that is the main expression of crime against women. And any specific, like one particular example of Malala Yousafzai in Afghanistan. She is a classical example how she overcame from the violence she has faced, and how she moved on from there to the USA. From there she has completed her education, and now she is working on the education of other girl child who is also affected from this kind of crimes. We have seen the Pakistan also, there is a deteriorating situation of women in Pakistan. And now specifically talk about in India. What is the status of in India? In India, if you talk about the women, there are certain stages in which a woman passes through. Starting from the fetus, we have seen a baby girl got killed in the fetus itself, so we called it infanticide and feticide. Then thereafter the girl this moved to the adolescent stage. There the girl become a victim of acid attacks and what else, sexual abuses from the family inside and the outsiders. Then we have seen the shooting case, Faridabad shooting case, in which Nitika Tomar, she was killed at a point blank range. So this is again an expression of crime against women of the male domination. What else you can see is early marriages, sati, although it was stopped and now it is banned, but it was an expression of male dominance. Sati marriage, sati, and thereafter custodial rapes, like women got raped in hospitals whenever they get admission, and police stations in police custody. What else you can talk about? Can you talk about honor killing? This is a classical example of male domination. Another is, can you talk about National Crime Record Bureau data, in which crime specific related to the women is directly quoted there. and it is on rising. Since 2005 to 2015 we have seen a steep rise in the crime against women. Can we talk about the Me Too women or Me Too movement, in which the women who was harassed, who were earlier harassed but they were not empowered to come or to report that incident, but later on whenever one particular woman reported at the social media, and there is a huge movement gather and women came forward to report about this sexual harassment. There is an important report called Global Gender Gap Report by the World Economic Forum. Global Gender Gap. Please study this report. I cannot talk it here because it's very long. And if you talk about the case of India, there is a gender gap of 62.5%. If you know this data, it is very good, because I know this data, that's why I'm quoting it here. And what else you can talk about with respect to the women? Can we talk about the dowry? Dowry, isn't it an expression of crime against women? And it is also a mindset where patriarchy we can see. So dowry is an expression. Another thing, can you see the domestic violence, and it is on rise during the COVID-19 lockdown restrictions. Domestic violence was on rising. What else you can talk about? The women's even do not have the reproductive rights after marriages. Women do not have the reproductive rights, when to conceive a baby, when not to conceive a baby. So it is all about the decision of a male in a family. This is also a patriarchal mindset. What else you can talk about? The sexual harassment at the workplace, because we have seen a case called MJ Akbar, a journalist who is framed in this particular sexual harassment case. What else? There is an unequal pay for equal work. ये भी एक क्राइम एक तरह से, because the same work is done by a woman but she got a less particular salary for this. Can we talk about this glass ceiling effect, in which a capable woman was restricted to go on a higher post only because of the gender, because she is a woman, gender specific. Only because of the gender she is denied her right to go on a higher post. We have seen in a very corporate sector, until very recently women were not given the commanding position in armed forces. But fortunately, after the intervention of Supreme Court, we have seen the army has also given a permanent commission to the women and the commanding role in the armed forces. What else you can talk about? There is no, you can say all these things are happening. Why? I can tell you, it is only one major thing. One major thing is because women do not have the required empowerment of many kinds. Empowerment, like women do not have the political empowerments in the parliament or in this local self government and the state level. The women does not have the requisite number. Another thing is economic empowerment. If a government, this is one particular woman we have seen, she is very capable, she support herself and she can move to any place in India. But a woman who does not have any work, and who does not have any particular employment, so this particular curb her empowerment. So empowerment is majorly related to the economic empowerment. Now we have identified the major problem in this crime against women. Now can we move to the solution side? So what will be the possible solutions or way forward? Okay, what will be this way forward? At the international level, we have taken certain steps, like international level. After the international level, we can talk India specific example. International level, what we have done? We have one particular UN declaration on human rights. Human declaration of human rights. Another thing is convention on elimination of all forms of discrimination against women. So there is a short form of CEDAW, convention on elimination of all forms of discrimination against women, any form of discrimination. It is also called as the Bill of Rights for women. It is these two particular conventions are very important, you have to keep in mind. Another thing is International Women's Decade was celebrated in 1976 to 1985. Women Decade. So there is a very important Beijing conference in which it was stated that women's right are human's right. So women's rights are compared to the human's right. Whatever the women's right, it is also treated as a human right. There are many more things on United Nations General Assembly. They have conducted a special session on women, gender equality in 2000. And there is a very important committee if we talk about the Indian context में what we can do for the betterment of women. What we can do? There is a very important committee called Verma Committee. Verma Committee has given a recommendation, a number of recommendation like women should be politically empowered, political empowerment in which in local self-government there is a reservation of 33% in local self-government. So it has given some empowerment to the women. We have women's reservation bill, also called as the bill of to given 33% reservation at the parliament. That is but this particular bill is pending. What we can do more is police reform. How police reform will help? There is a one particular helpline number is 1091 on which any women at distress can call in this number, and this police force will come and help that women. Another thing can be this Mahila Police Dal or women specific police station, because we have seen lot of cases of crime against women gone unreported because women feel very hesitated, because we have seen women does not report because they see men at the police station. They were very hesitated. If they found any women police officer there at the police station, then she can easily tell her problem. So women feel hesitated. We have seen a classic case of police station in Haryana government. They have started a women oriented police station in which all the staffs of the police station is women. So Haryana, you can quote that example. There is a police reform. Another thing is called sensitization of police officers or police manpower, whatever you can say. So they should be sensitized how to deal with women who is a victim of this kind of crimes. Another thing you can talk about the economic empowerment. economic empowerment, because already we have seen the share of women's labor force participation is at declining. Women labor force participation and we have seen that which the woman, when she has a gainful employment, she has money in her hand, then she become more economic or she feel more empowered. So government should work on their empowerment also. And what else? नेशनल कमीशन ऑफ वीमेन 1992, ये कमीशन का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हुआ था 1992 में टू प्रोवाइड्स, क्या प्रोवाइड करने के लिए? वुमेन को प्रोवाइड करने के लिए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एंड लीगल राइट्स, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एंड लीगल राइट्स. Constitutional rights means article under 14, article 15 and 16. So and the legal rights, like whatever government provides a legal rights, means sexual harassment at workplace, domestic violence act, anti-dowry act, these kind of legal right is provided to the women. What else is? So these are the, जो मैंने अभी तक बताया है, these are the solution from the law, from the side of law enforcement and legislative. तो is this is enough? Because all this mechanism is already in place, but still we have seen a case like Nirbhaya like case. There is a case of Bengaluru in Karnataka, a woman, she was particularly, a crime was done with her when she was traveling towards home at the near toll plaza or something. Okay, that was a case. We have the Unnao case. So many things are here, but what we can do to deal with this kind of situation? We need to bring a social awakening. It will help to sensitize the masses. What else? Can we use social media? Can we use mass media? It is also a very good example. Through mass media we can highlight the very good positive role of women, like a movie was made on women on Dangal. Another thing is Toilet, a movie was made, Padman. These kind of movies made to break the stereotyping. In the society. What else we can do? We have lot of government schemes again, like the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Ujjwala scheme. I hope you know all this Ujjwala scheme. And one stop center, it's a very important scheme. In this, a women who is in destitution, जिसको कोई क्राइम से फेस है, जैसे डोमेस्टिक क्राइम से शी इज़ फेसिंग डोमेस्टिक क्राइम, सो वो घर से निकल जाती है, या फिर वट एवर शी इज़ फोर्सफुली थ्रोन आउट ऑफ द होम, so she can travel to this one stop center. This center is always in every district, हर एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट में this one stop center is there, so there she can come and seek help and relief. किसी भी टाइम पीरियड के लिए वो विमेन यहाँ के रह सकती है. ठीक है. सुकन्या समृद्धि योजना, again for a child below 18 years of age. There is no dearth of schemes. What we basically need is more enforcement of laws, more this social awakening, sensitization, gender based sensitization, education. So these particular things you could have write on this essay. So we have talked about the problems women are facing, we have talked about the solution that can be a possible solution to curb crime against women and the expression of male dominance. So I hope you liked this video. Please share and subscribe. Thank you.